Here is a very interesting story. The headline from The Hill. This headline from The Hill reads, Dems face internal battle over BDS bill. Now, this anti-BDS bill has a lot of horrifying things. One of those being, and I'm sure you guys heard about this, I believe it was speech pathologist, and I believe it was Texas, where they have anti-BDS law. She's a speech pathologist, and she's especially unique because she speaks Arabic, so she's able to help kids who speak Arabic. And she actually, was signing a new contract because it was a new year. It's time to re-sign a contract because, you're getting your job, you're getting signed for another year. And on that contract is a question of, do you promise or do you swear to boycott or not boycott and not do business with businesses that are boycotting Israel? Holy shit. That's extremely unbelievable, because what you're doing there is you're literally asking a political question as part of a federal contract, which is an absolute First Amendment issue right there, because you can't do that. You can't block someone from getting a federal job because of a political position. That's absolute insanity. Just imagine it being, do you support Medicare for all or something like that? This is absolutely a political position, by the way, because if you support Palestine like I do, you support BDS, that's a political position, and you are preventing me from doing that. And she said, I can't, I can't do it with my conscience. There's no way I am able to do it because, I strongly believe in solidarity with the Palestinians, and I would be, compromising my own morals if I were to do this. So here is what it says. It says, the Senate this week is expected to pass an Israel anti-boycott provision championed by Senator Marco Rubio and tucked into a larger foreign policy package, sending it to the House, where pro-Israel Democrats are eager to consider the issue, even if they oppose the specifics of Rubio's bill. House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer, a staunch Israel ally, said he supports the concept but would prefer a Democratic alternative sponsored in last Congress by Senator Ben Cardin. The Rubio bill will be sent to the Financial Services Committee, headed by Maxine Waters, and Hoyer said he's looking forward to the committee's recommendation. Yet many Democrats have opposed even the Cardin bill, siding with human rights advocates in arguing the legislation infringes on First Amendment protections. The issue sets the powerful Israel lobby against the American Civil Liberties Union and could pose a headache for Pelosi and Democratic leaders seeking a balance between protecting an ally abroad and safeguarding speech at home. Quote, I hope we don't take it up. I think restrictions on a citizen's ability of organization to be able to influence a policy, whether we agree or disagree with it, should be protected. And that's from Raul Grijalva, who's a Democrat in the House. And it says 22 Senate Democrats, including a number of 2020 presidential hopefuls, voted to block the bill's advancement in the upper chamber last week, and the inclusion of the Rubio provision means the package is certainly dead on arrival in the liberal-leaning House, where U.S. policy in the Middle East has been under the spotlight with the arrival of an outspoken freshman class that features the first Muslim woman in Congress's history. So this is a handful of those newcomers have been vocal supporters of the BDS movement, including Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, AOC, and there are other Democrats who are also against this. I believe that even Dianne Feinstein was against this, which was impressive because she sucks really bad, like horrifyingly bad. Bernie Sanders also came out against this, while also pissing off a lot of his fans because he said he doesn't support BDS. So here's the thing, okay? I read it out to you. This is in a Hill article. It talks about the powerful Israel lobby. And so there is an anti-Semitic trope, essentially, where it's like the Jews control the media, the Jews control everything, which is ridiculous, and it's obviously has anti-Semitism in it. And that's, what it is. But there is a massive Israeli lobby in Congress, and that's not even debatable. Remember George H.W. Bush? I remember reading about it. And this was in the time where he stood up to Israel and the Israeli lobby, and he said, no, if you are not to freeze illegal settlements and stop, we are going to, we're going to freeze your loan guarantees. We're not giving you any more of those shits, because they give them loan guarantees and they just forgive them. Like, what the fuck? And so he stood up to them, and I believe his quote was something like, he said, it's all of them against little old me or something like that, because it's him versus all of AIPAC just fucking going ham. and the Jewish vote definitely flipped on him. I think they had already gone to the Democrat previously, but they went even harder Democrat at the next election. But the point here being is the Israeli lobby, AIPAC, is fucking massive. And so that's why you see Kamala Harris giving a speech there and supporting, and all of these Democrats who are supporting Israel is because of the very, very powerful congressional Israeli lobby that is AIPAC. They have incredible influence to where if you are to challenge them, you're going to be facing big trouble because they're going to have a lot of influence on you, whether it be on your campaign's pockets, whether it be in your opponents, voting wise. You're going to face a lot of problems. And so that's the thing, and that's what comes into this bill is the Israeli lobby and also a bunch of shitty Democrats. And I hope that the issue of Israel-Palestine starts to shift, because previously it's always been, criticism of Israel is anti-Semitic. You criticize Israel, you're an anti-Semite. That's what it's been for a while now. And I'm hoping that now we have BDS more on the forefront with the new senators and people who are coming in. I hope it becomes more mainstream of an idea, and I hope it turns the issue around, because that's what deserves to happen. And this is just absolutely ridiculous, man. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And so this is what I'm hoping happenings. Hoping happenings. This is what I'm hoping happens. Because this is absolutely ridiculous. There has also recently been a push, a little bit of fighting amongst African American community in the United States in terms of showing solidarity for Palestine. I believe that Muhammad Ali was a fierce supporter of the Palestinian people. I remember that's why Michael Bennett decided not to go on the trip to Israel, which was going to be like a commercial type thing. And you also have Mark Lamont Hill, which happened now. So there's a lot of debate amongst the African American community as to whether or not it's important. I hope that they really take that up. I hope that they show their solidarity with Palestine, because, of course, that's supposed to be what intersectionalism and just solidarity is supposed to be all about. And so that is something interesting that's also going on. And, this is going to be an interesting issue that is to come.